On this unbelievably quick Ableton tutorial, I'm going to show you how to fade samples in Ableton. This is my track Vuvuzela off my new album Brazil. I'll play you a little bit of it. I know, some shameless self-promotion, so I'm just going to play it. So it's a bit like a Moombahton style record blended with Brazilian elements. And I'm going to go to the beginning of this track to show you some samples. So I have this one. I actually got this from, as you can see, the Cashmere pack, and I faded it. Now, in order to do this, in terms of fade, if I want to, say, fade it in or fade it out, first thing I have to do is click this little icon right here and turn it gray. Now, you can see this immediately changes, and I have these little icons right here. So when I play this now, I'm going to solo this. I have this. Right? And as you can see in the beginning, I did fade the sample. So as opposed to it being like this, personally, I don't like that. I kind of like the fade in, and I think it automatically fades out here too, just the nature of the sample. So now going back here, if like I want to fade it in, like I said, if it's here, I just go like this. And then in terms of a fade, another way to kind of look at it, it's basically like a volume, in a sense, automation. So it sounds like this now, right? So now in the beginning, in terms of the mix, you know, it sounds kind of like this if you want to hear a little bit of it, especially now that all this is being faded. So it sounds like this. Right? One last pro tip I will give you is you can adjust the fade if you want to be very specific. Like if I want to go here, right, and let's say fade it in after a while, let's actually come in here. So let's say on the bar right before the second part of the drop. If like say I want to do this, right? Right? But if I want to do this here, but let's say I want to adjust it even more specifically, if it comes in a lot sharper or less sharp, if that's the right word, I can also click this. So you can see I can adjust almost the curvature of it, right? Or like this, where it takes a while. Right? So I can adjust almost the rapidness or less rapid, again, if that's the right word, in terms of adjusting this, but it is that simple. And then typically, let's say when I'm done with my fade, let's say I'm like, all right, this is good. I then click this to, in a sense, lock it in. So now if you notice, if I go to adjust this or click this around, it's not affecting the fade at all.